Hello friends, in this video tutorial we will see the concepts of lookup transformation as well as cache transformation. So for this, let us add two data flow tasks to our package. Data flow 1 and now let us rename this data flow task. In the first data flow task, we will add a cache transformation. This cache transformation will add our data source into a cache connection manager. And in the second data flow task, we will add a lookup transformation. This lookup transformation will use the cache connection manager, and through the cache connection manager, it will get the data that is stored in the data set. Now, let us connect these two, which means the first data flow task will add data into the cache connection manager first, and then only the lookup transformation will run. Let us configure the first data flow task. For these, let us connect to the database using OLEDB data source. And over here, let us add a cache transformation. We will use AdventureWorks database. In AdventureWorks database, we will use product table as our reference dataset. Let us provide this dataset, that is product table, to our cache transformation, and our cache transformation will add this dataset into cache connection manager using a cache file. So let us configure it. So right now we are configuring a cache connection manager, and let us specify a file. Let us specify, let us create a new file over here. Product cache file dot caw. Now in this cache connection manager, we need to provide at least one column in the index position, because our data of the reference data set will be stored by indexing based on this particular column. So over here we are specifying product ID to be the index column, and based on the product ID column, our data of the reference data set will be indexed. So all columns will be output, whereas the first column, that is the product ID column, will be used as the index, and it is shown with this icon. Let's save everything. So now our first data flow task is ready and the cache transformation has been configured. Now let us go to the second data flow task. This data flow task will consume the data from the cache connection manager, and in the cache connection manager the data has been added by our cache transformation. So now let us consume the data. Let us go to the second data flow task. Let us add a OLEDB data source. let us add a lookup transformation, and let us add a OLEDB destination. Now, using the OLEDB data source, let us query sales dot sales order detail table. Okay. Now, we provide this data to our lookup transformation, and in the lookup transformation, we'll use the option of full cache. If we use the option of full cache, then we can either use a OLEDB connection manager or we can use cache connection manager. If we are specifying full cache as the option, then first of all the data required in the reference data set will be cached by SSIS, and then only the lookup transformation will be executed. Whereas if we use no cache as the option, then we can only use OLEDB connection manager as the connection type. Also, if we use partial cache, then also we can have only one option for connection type, and that is OLEDB connection manager. Now, in case of no cache, there is no caching that happens for the reference data set. Whereas if we select partial cache, then the data from the reference data set is cached up to a maximum limit of the cache size that we specify in the advanced options. And once the data of the reference data set reaches this memory size, and if additional data is required in the cache, then the data which is very less frequently used or maybe it's not used much, that data is discarded by SSIS and new data is loaded into the cache, maintaining this limit of memory size that is specified over here in the advanced option. So that is the option for partial cache. Now in our example, we will use full cache option because we want to use cache connection manager, which we have already loaded as part of the first data flow task. So let us specify cache connection manager as the connection type. Let us go to connection. So it is correctly showing the cache connection manager. Let us go to columns. Now over here, let us map these two product ID columns because they are the common columns. This is the column based on which join can be performed between these two tables. And what we want output from the reference data set, we want output as name, product name. So along with all the columns of sales detail, in the final output, we will have an additional column, and that column will be product name. Now, in advance, we don't need to specify anything right now because these options are for partial caching, and we have selected the full cache option, which will utilize cache connection manager. So now everything is configured. So let us click OK. So the lookup transformation has been configured. Now the only task remaining is saving the data from which is output by the lookup transformation into a table in our database. So let us do it with the help of OLEDB destination. Now output of match records, that is the records which has got a matching product name in the reference data set, that data only we want in our database table. Now let us specify the database table where we want to save this data. So we'll let the database remain as it is, that is AdventureWorks, and over here let us specify a new table. Let us give it a name, lookup cache output table. Okay, so this is the name of the table where we want to save our data from the lookup transformation. Now let us click OK. Let us go to column mappings. All column mappings are correct. An important thing to note is an additional column of name, that is product name, will also be output to our new table. Let us click OK. Let us save everything. Let us run. So now our both the data flow tasks have run successfully. So let us go and verify in the database whether the new table has been created or not. Let us refresh the tables. So here we have dbo dot lookup underscore cache underscore output underscore table. So this is the table which has been created, and let us see. So there are 1,21,317 rows in it, and we can see that the last column is product name, and the product name is based on this product ID column, and this product name is coming based on the reference data set that was cached by our cache transformation. Thank you.